Hey there everybody, Professor Cloud here with another episode of Professor Builds a Satisfactory. In our last episode, we started our massive iron-based rebuild, which is going to go up, and it's going to require a lot more work still. But we did get at least the new, well, one of the new miners in place. We've got that iron going up into 4 new smelters with 4 constructors producing the basic parts. We need to, I've already got the smelters down for the second miner. I may have put the constructors down in front, I can't remember now. And I've got all of that going into storage. And then we're going to take all of that, we're going to run it up another level, and then we're going to start to figure out how to use things correctly into assemblers to create reinforced plates, to create rotors, to create modular frames, all those kinds of wonderful things. However, as I was putting things together and I actually started to connect up power, and I was doing this in between episodes, I actually noticed that my power was fluctuating dramatically, between 225 and 300 consistently. So I immediately ran over to the coal power and noticed that the last 2 in line, coal generators, were not getting enough coal. They were not able to maintain any kind of a coal inventory. So we're going to try and fix that. That's the first thing that we're going to do right now. So let's go ahead and jump into the game and try and fix our power problem before going back and continuing to work on our iron production plant. Yeah, so we are at our coal power plant. And you'll notice here, there's one getting to here each time. But because of how slow they're moving, they're not, it's just not able to be consistent. So if we look at our power, the numbers are just fluctuating way too much. Now thankfully, our consumption, our average consumption, never hits the bottom. So what we need to do is try and fix that. Now originally, at the end of when I got done recording and then messing around, I was going to go ahead and set up the coal over there and have it run into here. But I should not need to do that. So, what I'm going to do instead, and I believe I have enough parts to make this happen, is we're going to change. So this one and this one are fine. They are maxed. But it's this one here that we're going to switch to a Mark II. Yep. This one we're going to move to a Mark II. And then this one we're going to move to a Mark II. I think I may end up having to switch the rest of them. So in other words, basically anything from here forward. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I'm not sure that this one's necessarily the problem. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and swap this one also. Which means that this needs to be swapped also. Crap. Yeah, because this is only a Mark I. So me doing a Mark II here doesn't actually help the scenario. Logistics, Mark II. There we go. So let me let that settle. Yeah. Knew that was going to happen. That's fine. I mean, look at how many are running right through there. I don't understand why it's taking so long to split them. It's splitting 3 ways. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm having an issue. So I'm getting 60 per minute there, but it needs to split into, what, 75? No. 30, 45. 15, 15, and 15 right there off of the splitter. Well, that's still enough, though. Matter of fact, it should be enough for me to go one more. The problem with one more is I'm not going to have enough water running at that point. I'll have to add in another water extractor. But, yeah, I should absolutely be able to split off 60 per minute into 45 per minute. Alright, so this one's got a inventory, and it's actually growing. And this one does too. Alright, I think we're good now. So that absolutely did fix the problem. Now the question is, do we have enough running into... Ah, okay. This is now going down. Well, at some point, though, all of the coal generators will hit 100, and therefore things will start backing up like this one does. And I don't think we'll have an issue at that point. You're up to 70. You're up to 71. Okay. Yeah, at some point these will all fill up and get to 100, and then the storage, the storage unit will actually start to fill itself back up. So I don't think we have anything to worry about. Okay. Back to iron production. Oh, wow. Okay, this is actually maintaining good levels of production now. That's good. Another 47. take a look at our smart plates here. Another 28. We're currently at 289 out of 1,000. All right. So as you can see here, my new miner is in fact working. I do have it running iron ore up. And it is producing both iron plates and iron rods. Now we just need to do the same thing over here. But first, let's start with some foundations, of course. Okay. As I learned over here, the smelters are going to have to be a little bit further apart. So let's move you. I don't think that one needed to be quite that far apart, but that's that's okay. And then let's go ahead and do the constructors now. Which means these two are too close together. Alright, now I think they're off. This is where I really wish we could just pick up and move rather than having to destroy and recreate each time, but okay, there we go. Now, I'll still have to move. I have not done the miner down below because what's working down there is feeding the smart plates. But here, let's go ahead and do this. And then we're going to put another splitter. Oh, that's right. I put splitters down. Nope, that's a merger, not a splitter. Okay. Okay. And then storage. Okay. Let's go ahead and get everything configured. Oh, that's right, power. Let's go ahead and run power here. So we'll need one there. And probably one here. I'm just not going to connect up the smelters and constructors yet. Let's see. I guess we'll put one here. It's not really where I want it. I kind of want it. It really doesn't matter then. Yeah, we'll put it here. And we'll put the other one there. Okay. All right. And then same thing. All right. So we are ready to bring up the iron, but it is going to completely stop smart plate production. Which I think we're going to have to do that. So, well, it's not going to stop smart plate production because smart plate production can continue on. It's just going to stop the screw production. And then we still need to go up from here to the next level. To constructors for screws and assemblers for anything else. Matter of fact, let's take a quick look. See, this is where I really wish I had an ability to reinforced. Okay, so reinforced iron plates is screws and iron plates. Rotors are screws and iron bars, and then modular frames are iron bars and reinforced plates. So it's this weird combination of either an assembler based item and a regular item, or a regular item and screws, which is a dual regular item. And I know they did that on purpose in order to make it more fun from a complication perspective, but when you get enough hours into the game, and I really think it's no more than 10, that does start to get a little frustrating after a while. And I actually considered setting up just a full thing of nothing but screws. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this quite yet, but let me actually do it from up here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, it's actually easier to do this up top. Yeah, it's easier to do this up top. I also, though, do want to do the same thing over there. What did I do? 2? Yeah. So, architecture, small pillar. You're kidding me. Alright, then I'm going to have to do this straight down and then do the pillars afterward, which is fine. By the way, after I finished the last episode, I did put additional pillars down underneath so that it actually looks like, you know, the building can hold itself. Alright, let's go up top then and try and get this rolling. Oh boy, I have a problem. Oh, I know what I can do. At least I... No, that's a conveyor lift floor hole. It's not a regular floor hole. Well, this one doesn't need to really be there. Yeah, okay. Alright, now let's go take a look and see... Alright. Good. We cannot see the pillar. Alright, and I have an idea of, now in my head, how I think we can do this. So what I'm thinking here is, if we bring, for example, the iron bars, that's iron plates, but iron bars up here, and we run them directly into, say, two constructors to create screws. We can have them be horizontal this way, directly into storage. Same thing down on the other end. And then run from that storage into one-to-many assemblers that require... the screws as part of their production. So now what's going to be interesting is how we handle modular frames which require reinforced plates. I have an idea on how to do that, and then we still have to figure out how we're going to get from reinforced plates and rotors into smart plates. But one thing at a time, one thing at a time. So let's go, let's finish the floor. And I'm probably going to want to try and use a Mark II. Well, here, let's do this. That's iron plates. This one's iron rods. So if we were to put a constructor, well, actually a splitter first. Say there. And then 2 constructors. One there. And one there. Alright, we're going to want screws. Yeah, so it only needs 10 per minute of iron rods. So I don't need to use Mark II anything. Invalid conveyor belt shape. That one's fine. Why is this one not? Well, and I wanted to do them sideways anyway, so... Yeah, so one here. And one there. Okay. Yeah, and then these are both going to be screws. And then this will go into a merger. Hold on a minute. These are going to produce 40 per minute. Okay. This, I need to make a Mark II. Because we're bringing in 2 40 per minutes. A 60 per minute then is going to slow it down. Okay. Now I just need to figure out how to get from iron here up to here. And speaking of that, 15 per minute, 15 per minute. Okay, so the Mark 1s are fine. Alright, this can be a Mark 1 then. Alright, you know what? I need to put another ladder on this side. do the same thing. We'll get rid of this floor, and we'll then put the ladder here. Perfect. All right, good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. All right. So, logistics, Mark 1. Three. There we go. Okay, so now we can produce screws if I had the power. So that's then the next thing, is figuring out how we're going to get power up here. Because that one's now full. Well, okay, here we go. Yep. Okay. And then we'll run a power pole here. And I'm going to go ahead and get these running now. Okay, so now we got screws. We've got all of the basic parts. Now we just need to start figuring out assemblers. However, that being said, we do not have iron plates coming up yet. And actually I probably have the screws facing the wrong direction. Where's the storage? Okay, here's the storage for iron plates. And they're producing at 20 per minute for a total of 40 per minute over on this side. So Mark 1's again. Yeah, I faced the screw production the wrong direction. Yep, I faced the screw production the wrong direction. That's okay. Alright, let's do... Let me take a quick look at something. Yeah, let me do a little bit of cleanup. Because I think the first thing that I need to do is I need to get modular frames running, and they require reinforced plates. I'm going to put this 50 in. Alright, so I've got some extra iron. Leaves. A little bit of wood. Iron ingots. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop production of screws over here. Let me see how many are in storage. Actually, those I can continue to take. Let me let them keep going. And then in the meantime, I'll also be able to redo these power poles, thankfully. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to run a line from here to here, and then this will be what goes up. All right, let's go ahead and put down the Mark II miner. And we want to go sideways as much as possible. I need to get behind it and see where it lines up. And then I think that will work. Logistics, Mark II conveyor belt. Overlapping another object. Oh, okay, then let's turn it a little more then. I mean, I certainly could do it this way. I'm going to have to do it from down below. That's fine. And actually, let's put another ladder over on this side, because I don't have one over on this side. I think these are done. Oh, they've still got iron ingots to produce. Okay, so let me let them keep going. And let me go up top and get the conveyor belt. Oh, I already had a ladder. That's okay. Alright, so we need to have 2 splitters. Well, okay, let me get the... Alright, I guess it really doesn't matter. Alright, how did I do this? I went into one splitter and then into a second splitter. So we'll put one there. And then, because this can only take 60, right? Oh, it can, actually 30. This one into here, and then we do another splitter here. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, that's better. And then from a power perspective, we've actually already got the power running back here, but I'm going to need it also back here, up here, so This is where I will run that. Oh, never mind. I already have power. Never mind. I ran everything from the other side. All right. You actually can't have too many ladders. And by the way, I do absolutely recognize that this is not lined up. What I should have done was placed the small pillar in the middle of the floor, and then I would have been lined up okay. But I'll be damned if I'm going to try and change it now. It's just going to have to not be right. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Oh, I never did do... Crap. I never did do the pillars over here. There we go. Now it looks like the floor can actually hold up. I should probably put one in the middle if we're really being specific about this, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm just trying to wait for these constructors to finish using up what they have, which is going to be a bit yet. Yeah, they've still got 50 more ingots to work through. And then in the meantime, this assembler and that assembler up there are using up whatever's in here, which is still a crap ton. So I'm actually going to be able to continue making smart plates for a while, even after I turn everything off. Just out of curiosity, I want to make sure that my power is... Yes, my power is staying level now. So that... I love... Oh my god, I'm so happy about that, that I fixed that coal problem, or the power problem. And we've got plenty of overhead now. I mean, we're consuming max 220. And we've got 375 capacity, so we've still got 150 of extra capacity to use. So even as we go into the Mark II age, where everything is a lot more expensive, we still should be in good shape. All right, I'm pretty sure I have... Yes. Okay. Modular frames. I need 200 and I need... God, I can only make 100. That sucks. All right, let's see. Screws and iron bars. Yeah, I've got the screws facing the wrong direction. Because what I can do is set up 2 screw facilities here and actually run them. Yeah, the big problem I'm having right now is the way I have things laid up down there and I'm not sure that any would have worked, or I would have been happy with any of them, but this isn't really conducive to then taking screws and moving them into assemblers. I mean, I can take the screws out of here and move them into 2 different assemblers over here, and that would work, but then how do I get either iron plates or iron bars to go with the screws to create the rotors and the reinforced plates? That's where things get a little screwy, unfortunately. I really don't like that the smoke comes up through the floor. It's a little bit of an annoyance. Alright, I think there is something I can do here. Alright. I'm going to switch you to iron rods. And then switch you to iron plates. Okay. So with that, I can do the same thing, the conveyor belt, to create more screws up here. Ooh. I've got this particular storage unit is too far forward, or is too far to the right. All right. I'm going to do the same thing here. It's still not going to be pretty. Nothing I do is going to be pretty. It's all about functional at this point. All right. Oh. Logistics. One. There. Okay. Now I have room. So we can put down another splitter. right here. Put, oops, nope. Mark 1 right here. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing over on this side. So I need 2 constructors. Oh my god, I'm out of freaking cables. And then a merger. Do I have... I do. Okay, let me go make a bunch of cables real quick. Why do you need cables? Oh, yeah, for a constructor. Yeah, that does make sense. Let's see. It's like, why the hell do you need cables for a constructor? But it does make sense. And trust me, I've got more than enough copper, because I guarantee that the storage that's up at the copper mine is probably jam-packed full. Alright, that works. Alright, let's go check on these constructors back here and see if I can tear them down. I can. These have still got a ways to go. But now, I don't think I need this particular one at all, because they're getting power from corresponding poles. I'll probably be able to get rid of that pole eventually. And then this pole is going to do nothing but run this iron mine. One of those extra floors that got thrown down by accident. Another one there. Okay. We're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. It is not going to be perfect, but it will take up a lot less space on the ground, that's for sure. Okay, so another constructor. Okay. And then we'll run that and that. Except for I laid this one down wrong. I laid it down in the wrong direction. Okay. And then we'll run from there to there, and there to there. And then I just need my storage unit. Except for I laid it down wrong again. There we go. And we're still within the floor availability. Alright, so now we've got screws on both ends. Now I just need to figure out how to get iron plates and screws together, because that's reinforced plates. So let's put down an assembler. I may actually have to... Actually, you know what? Let's do it sideways. Let's do it this way. Okay. So, reinforced plates, iron plates, and screws. So let's do that here. And let me check and see. $30 iron plates, 60 screws. So a Mark 1 should be fine. So there's the screws. Now we just need to figure out how to get iron plates up to here. You know what we could do? Alright, so this is going to be producing... Oh, I didn't actually set this. 80 screws a minute. And this needs 60. I was hoping I could do 2 assemblers. But I can't. Basically, what I would need to do for 2 assemblers is I would need to pull... excuse me. Have a third... Yeah, I would need to have one more screw production. And I can't get... The numbers don't math out right in order for me to do that with Mark II coal. Or Mark II iron. If I went to Mark III, I probably could. Because then I could run, like, total screw production off of one mine. And then everything else off of the second one. And, like, all of the iron off of the second one. And we would be good to go. But, so, yeah, we're just going to have to go with it this way. And then I just need to figure out how to get iron plates up here from down below. Which is over there. Actually, hold on a minute. I got an idea. I probably should be doing this over there where I already have screws being produced. So, I have iron plates in this storage. Okay. There we go. Alright, now, let's go do it over on the other side, because that one's not powered up yet. Yeah, so we can do the exact same thing. Let's do it this way. No, we don't need to do it that way. Surface is too uneven. What is that noise? Yeah, this isn't going to quite be what I wanted it to be. Unfortunately. So this is going to end up being rotors. Except for that's going to be a problem because I need iron bars for rotors. No, I'll just have 2 reinforced plates. And then maybe I go up 1 more level and we do rotors and reinforced plates, because basically what I'll do is I'll put a storage in between, run both of them into storage to collect the reinforced plates. Then I can take the reinforced plates up, or even out for that matter, because I've got the ability to go out further and can run modular frames. Which means really I should be this way. Okay. And then okay. Then we'll go up. And I'm actually not so sure that I need to have... I don't need this extra row here on this side like I did on the other. Alright. And then we'll do Mark 1. Perfect. Recipe, reinforced plates. Oops. I do, though, need extra back here. Nope, merger. Okay. Okay, now I just need to get power to you. There we go. So now I'm at least making one set of reinforced plates. I can create another one over here. I'm squandering resources. Trust me, I know. Feel free to put it into the comments, but I know for a fact that I'm squandering resources at the moment. Like, for example, I need more iron bars. These are taking it, yeah. So here's the thing. Here's actually the great thing. I can run another splitter off of here and can bring reinforced plates from the storage over there and be creating modular frames right here with no problem whatsoever. In fact, I could be creating more screws. I'm only bringing in 10 iron rods per minute, and I think I'm crafting 30. No, I'm crafting 15. Huh. I mean, I'm still crafting an extra 10. So, I can absolutely be using an extra 10 to be crafting modular frames. And that is what we're going to have to do in the next episode. Because I still don't have all of this working yet. Oops. They're slowly getting everything out. Speaking of, let's go ahead and go check on our smart plates. Another 50. One of the things I'm also thinking about doing is what does this need? Modular frames and steel beams. Lovely. What about automated wiring? Stators. How do you make a stator? Steel pipe and wire. So I need to make 100 stators before I can make 100 automated wiring. And in order to do that, I'm going to need 300 steel pipes. Yeah, and then I've still got, these two are not even at full production. Part of that's because I don't have enough coal, but I actually am thinking about also in the next episode running that other coal vein around to this side to another truck stop and running coal into this particular iron vein for more steel. So, like, this one can continue to work on... Well, the big problem is the requirements for versatile frameworks are, okay, yeah, we can craft steel beams, but we need modular frames. Oops, I didn't do that. I didn't mean to do that. And really, to be honest, I should really just turn this off. No, that's not true. I should be running... Yeah, see, I'm going to need steel beams anyway. So really what I should do is let's do this. Let's set this for steel beams into storage. There we go. Okay. There we go. No, this isn't... Hold on a minute. That one I'll leave there. Okay. Alright, so we've got steel beams being produced. If I can get this one running steel pipes, then I can start worrying about how to produce versatile frameworks and automated wiring. Okay. That is going to be where I wrap up this episode. I apologize for it running a little bit long. You know, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm making this up as I go along. And it's not necessarily pretty, but it is in fact working. And it's doing what I need it to do. And that's what matters. Eventually, we'll be able to clear out this particular setup here. And everything running into smart plates, and we'll start running smart plates up top. But at the moment, you know, this is what we got. This is what we got. So there's still a lot more work to do, obviously. And there's obviously a lot of exploration that we can continue to do as well. But this is a good start. This is a good start. So with that, as always, if you are enjoying the content, please make sure to hit the like button. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And hopefully, I will see you next time. Talk to you soon.